You know what I just thought about?
Mm-hmm.
Can I turn this sideways?
Mm-hmm.
What do I like that? Whatever. Hey, y'all. It's Sunday morning, and I'm here with the temp help again.
You just gotta love me.
Temporary yarn helper, Brian. Mm-hmm. And it is time for the Sunday morning update at Gathering Yarns. I have the temporary yarn help here today because Destiny, our normal yarn helper, I told her to stay home today. It's supposed to be storming pretty bad around the time we close. She does not live near the shop, so I said, yeah, let's just not do that. And on that note, we may close early. I have been very unhappy. My head has been very unhappy for the last couple of days. And so if it gets bad, we might close at 3 or before. Because the weather's supposed to kick up 2:30, 3 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So we might just close early. Call the shop and make sure we're still open before you drive over. But I don't think anybody's going to drive over because the storms are going to set up straight over 95. So
yeah.
And they're talking about, flooding. We might close. All right. So the reason also why I'm with the temporary yarn helper, Brian, is because Jasmine is not here. Jasmine is vending at BlurCon today. This is the last day of the con. And so she's there with her Queen Sheba Beauty products, being great, and Nezuko-chan, if you know who that is. But Nezuko. So she's there, and D'Artagnan is with her, helping her with her table, and he bought me this really wonderful shirt. It says Fly Nerd, and I decided to wear it today. I absolutely tried to style my hair like that, but a couple things went wrong. Number one, I just got a haircut, so it's a little short in the back, so I couldn't quite get it in the thing.
And the big one is?
My head hurts.
Thank you. Migraine. So
my head hurts.
There is no styling your hair like that with a migraine, okay?
I was just like, these little rubber bands is hitting too many pressure points. So, and look, I got hoop earrings on. I don't know how long any of this. If you come in and I'm just looking disheveled, just know that I took all of this stuff off. So, thanks, Dart, for the shirt. He said he saw it and he was like, that's Mom. And I was like, all right now, yes. So today I'm cosplaying as D'Artagnan's mother. All right, so on to what we got going on in the shop. As far as our projects are concerned, it is, for all you who are saying, I'm living the dream and opening a yarn store, let me tell you the dark side. The dark side is I'm surrounded by yarn all day, and I just keep casting on projects. So just know that's...
We're not going to talk about how many projects you
fortunate side effect. And let's not talk about the ones that I cast on for At Hanes House Yarns that are still at home. And now I have a whole set of gathering yarns. But I've made some progress. I have a little baby sleeve on my Chimera sweater. There we go. So stripes, I added the 2 stripes there. I'm supposed to decrease, but I always have problems with getting sweaters over my arm here. So.
Oh, guns, look at them.
I don't know. I don't feel like.
Yes, you do. For a woman, you do have some large arms.
Okay, anyways. So, I am not going to do the decreases down because it decreases down to 12 inches and my arm is a 19. So let's just leave it where it is. Okay. I'm using the rest of this Eco. Hopefully it'll get me. Now, let me tell you a happy moment. I was looking at the pattern because I haven't worked on this in a while. So I put the sleeves on the needles last night to, back on so I could work on the sleeve. And I looked, and there's an option for a 3/4 length and an option for a long sleeve. And I was like, bet, 3/4 inch. So I might be finished this by Friday. It depends if I stop casting stuff on. And Brian?
All right, so in our knitting class, which was wonderful. Thank you so much, all you guys, for coming.
Let me tell you about this bunch of weirdos.
We love all of y'all.
We love our babies. But they all enjoy purling more than they enjoy knitting.
Not all of them. Most of them.
Most of them.
Yes.
The nice lady who's learning Continental, I don't think she enjoys purling more. But, so we are down to our last next week will be our last session for our one-on-one knitting class. And they are making the beginner stitch sample scarf. I'll fold it so you, because it's the pattern on there. Can't really see.
Move over a little. There you go.
There you go. So
I casted this on Friday, and they came in on Saturday, and I told them not to be mad at me. Mm-hmm. So just wanted to show them what a sample of it will look like. So this is just Friday knitting. Of course, when you have stock in that, it's tend to roll.
So you will block it.
But we'll block that out. So
yeah, so you take the one-on-one class, this is probably what you'll be making, ish.
And so we will be here for tech support for anyone else that has taken the class and has not gotten this far or still running into issues or trouble. We'll be here to help you out with that.
Yep.
My second project.
I'm gonna go open the door.
Okay. My second project is called, and I'm gonna mess this name on up. Manua.
Oh my God.
Yes. Anyways, look at this. This is brioche, and I have been suckering for some brioche in it for a minute. So let me show you what I'm doing that in.
Do you remember? You got your tag? Well,
yes.
I guess.
Yes. This is Cascade Heritage. So this the Cascade Heritage. I don't think it's have a color.
Well, you got clothes and outside.
Okay. So this is what I start. Actually, I casted this one on yesterday. And again, don't be mad at me, people. I like to knit, and I knit pretty fast. Okay, so this is my shawl.
And so 2 colors of Cascade Heritage will get you that lovely thing. That's all you need.
Actually, it's supposed to be in. I think it's a lace shawl, but I did it in fingering. I'm not doing lace.
I don't blame you.
No.
All right, so that's what we have going on for our projects. The next thing I want to talk about is the next class, which is a workshop next Sunday, 1 to 3. It is to make, where is he? The coffee cup cozy class. So here he is. This one doesn't fit this cup. I measured another cup, but he has a button on it. So that class is next week. It's 35.
Thought it was 30.
30. Something on my board.
Yeah.
It's $30. You will walk out with a cup cozy. The 2 skills you will learn is reading a chart and doing a buttonhole.
So we're calling these Beyond the Basics.
Yeah. So these are Beyond the Basic classes.
Where you are.
So we can teach you a few new skills to up your game.
What about the bubble?
That one nobody's signed up for, but okay. The bubble. This is a water bottle holder. I need to put some buttons on here for real. I keep saying that.
All right.
But that's the next Sunday workshop, 1 to 3, whatever. I guess Sunday is the 16th. Whatever 7 plus 16 is that day. And you'll make a water bottle. Cover.
So how do you want to do this?
So, also something new that's in the shop is we are going to start our first official make-along. So it is called Now or Later, because we're kind of in a interesting phase of the weather, or I guess the cycles of fiber stitching. It's the cycles of stitching. We're in between summer and fall. I've had a few people come in already talking about their Rhinebeck sweaters. So I thought, let's do a make-along that you can make something for now, or you can make something for later. So that will start, it's supposed to start today, but I have to do the official write-up. It is, you can include a whip, you can cast on, whatever it is, join us. I'm going to create, or he's going to create, a listing in Ravelry. So, because unfortunately, I can't think of another way to see your now and later projects. Of course, you can tag us on Instagram, but I think Ravelry might be the best way to do it. So we're going to create a listing, a thread, so you can post your projects, talk about what you're casting on, whether you're on team now or team later. And then at the end, the prize will be, we will pick one winner from whichever way, it'll become more clear later. Whichever way we use to guess, we will do two, let's say two $20 gift cards to the shop. Because if you tag me on Instagram, that'll be a different venue than Ravelry. So we'll pick one from Ravelry and then one from socials. Let's just say socials. So that will go until the first day of fall, which is September 23rd. So you got a lot of time. So if you are planning your Rhinebeck sweater, this is a good opportunity to get it going. If you are planning a late summer top,
yes,
this is a great way to get it done so you can actually wear it before it gets, because around here we get cold. End of September, it starts to get cool, but honestly, October. So if you're in the DC Metro, you got plenty of time to wear that little summer top you're making. So we wanted to give you some options of what we mean by now or later. So I guess you can be team now, or you want to be team later. Which one are you going to be?
Let's do now. I'm going to do now.
You're going to be team later? I'll be team later.
Yeah,
okay.
You like later.
Okay, Brian is team now.
All right. Our first option is...
Well, these are just ideas.
Just ideas. So it's a 3-color cashmere cowl.
By Hoki Locatelli.
Yep.
I made one of these. I loved it.
Oh, yes, you did.
Uh-huh.
Now I know what it is. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
I
it.
did.
Okay.
Yeah, I made one.
So, 3...
We picked 3 options of stuff that's here in the shop that you can come in today for the yardage. I believe this is enough yardage to make this shawl that we're showing you.
Ooh, wool, alpaca, and silk.
So this is the Marisol Succa Legato. So there is 3 options there's one option for your 3-color shawl. And then here's another option for your 3-color shawl. Or your 3-color cowl.
3-color cowl. And lastly, we have a 220 superwash fingering by Cascade.
I think that's happening for me. I think that's going to be
look at that.
a 3-color cowl. So if you want to be like me, you can come in and grab these 3 colors. Again, these are half skeins, but they are enough for that cowl, to make that cowl. So you are golden.
The next one is the Glee shawl.
Yeah, another one that I have made that I really, really enjoyed. It's basically stripes and then you pick up stitches down the side.
Yeah.
And it's DK. So
Garter.
I really
Straight
love
up
that.
garter. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's garter.
All right, so we gave you 2 options.
Well, actually I got 3.
Oh, you got a third one there.
Okay.
So this is in our Luma fiber.
The fiber
fiber company, Luma. So we have,
Yeah, talk about that fiber content.
Girl, this thing is so soft. It's wool, cotton, and silk.
Linen and silk. You missed the linen. Wool, cotton, linen
and silk.
So if you want something a
goodness.
little...
This thing is gorgeous. It feels great.
Cool. So there are 3 options for it, for the 3-color shawl. And there's another, your little pop of color.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's a more muted one. So all of these are here in the shop. You can come in and grab that to make the 3-color shawl. And then team later. And this is why he said, let me be team later. All of my options, suggestions for team later. Now, of course, you absolutely don't have to make these. You can make whatever you like. Are sweaters. So the first is the ground pepper. I don't know if everybody remembers. I made one of these. Matter of fact, he over here.
That's the okay. So yes, that's cherry blossom, right?
Yes. I'm stripping the mannequin. Ooh.
Oh, I don't know why you need to bring the mannequin.
I don't know why either. There it is. There is my cracked pepper sweater. Ground pepper. I've been calling this thing cracked pepper forever. Ground pepper sweater in our cherry blossom colorway that is exclusive here in the shop. So if you've been asking me about it, this is where it is. It's here.
It's only here.
And it's only here.
Yes.
So that is made of sport weight yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So one brand we have here in the shop is LRA. cashmerino. So let's say you wanted to do a solid color. It's very adaptable. If you wanted to do stripes, you absolutely could. You could just, there are things online called a random stripe generator.
Oh, yes.
So you could go and use a random stripe generator and absolutely stripe your ground pepper. But we have cashmere, El Rey Cashmerino here in the shop. So any one of those you wanted to be a solid color, you can do that. And then the other option I pulled off the wall is we have 29 bridges here in the store. So there is a great color for a ground pepper sweater in 29 bridges, which I think is
completely gorgeous. Yes.
I can't cast on another sweater. I can. I shouldn't.
There you go.
So another option for later is another sweater. It's the Love Note. So I have one of these, but somebody made it for me because it was years ago and I was about to do my first yarn show and I didn't have time to make another sample. So somebody made this for me. So I've never made a Love Note. Might be happening. So with the Love Note, you need fingering weight and mohair. Or just make it out of DK. Make the whole thing out of DK. So I pulled some options from Murky Depths. So those are two colors we have here. It is her fresh cut grass and destroyed. It's one option. This I think is my favorite. This is Scattershot and Jiru. Look at that. My God, that would be gorgeous. So those are two options from Murky Depths. I pulled an option from 29 Bridges. This is actually Suri Baby Alpaca, their base. So those are two colors I pulled. This is Coral Reef and Shiloh. So this is their Suri Silk and their go-to sock.
Oh, nice.
And then for those of you who want to be a little wild, because why be plain, I pulled some Polymorph. I didn't pull any at Haynes House Yarns because we don't have no more here. But I pulled some Polymorph. This brand is new in the shop. And this is her mohair lace. And this is Unicorn. And it's Brittany. So that will be a very, very striking Love Note.
Yes.
So I also pulled this from At Haynes House Yarns. I guess this could be, now we do realize that there are some things that are going to fall, that can fall in either, like socks or a hat. Socks. I guess a hat will be later.
Hat definitely will be later.
Okay, so a hat will be later, but cows and shawls, depending on the thickness, they can definitely be now or later. So if you have a shawl.
If you work in an office that's bitter cold.
Or a yarn shop that's freezing all the time.
So that could be now.
So that could be now. I also pick up a little option so you're not like, okay, I want to throw out a lot of options for you to come in and be a part. This year at Haynes House Yarns was featured in Imagine Landscape's Gnome. The More You Gnome. Every year they do a gnome make-along. So here is enough yarn to make this year's gnome. I will have more mini sets for the gnome here in the shop for the, Lord words, for the make-along. Yeah, yep. So if you want to make a gnome or you want to crochet a duck. So whatever, I guess that will be a neutral. So the gnome and the duck could be a neutral. It could be a now or later.
They're going to be heel and cuff to a sock.
So, come on in. Be a part of this. Build community. He's pointing at it. I cast on another sweater yesterday. I wasn't ready to talk about that, so shh. So we're here, and we'll be putting these kits together. Well, when you come in, we'll have some kits put together, not just in these yarns, but some of the other brands that we carry here in the store. Be sure to follow us on Ravelry. We're gathering yarns. So we do have a Ravelry group. We have a Ravelry page. It's naked right now because I can do small batches in dark mode. So I went on there and created everything, and that was pretty much it. It actually took me 2 days. I did the page, and then did the group. So so there's nothing in there now, but probably sometime today, Brian will type something in there and say hi at least, give you some give you some information. Okay, the all of the prize baskets are almost gone. They've been picked up. Yay, yay, yay.
We got 3 left.
We got a couple more people to come in and pick up their prizes. It's really great. Thank you again, everybody, for supporting the giveaway and my birthday and the celebration. I really appreciate everybody coming out. One more fun fact. Did you know you can order what's in the shop, most of it, online? So if you are local, you can pick it up here in the store. If you are not local, we can ship it to you. So go to the website. I know I've had a lot of messages from people who are like, I live too far away. I'm sorry. I would come and scoop you up and bring you here if I could. But you can shop online for some of the things that we're showing you that we put in our system. Something else about online. Also, we're going to do a little upgrade on our little free library. So it has a door in it with a little drawer in it.
It's
and
so
I was
adorable.
thinking, I know it's so adorable. I was thinking notions, right? So for now, I'm going to ask for cable needles, stitch stoppers, and measuring tapes. So if you have extra stitch stoppers, so that's the thing that goes on the end of your needles so your stitches don't fall off. And if you have measuring tapes, or you have cable needles that you want to bring in, and you can drop it over there in the little free library. I would love for it to be more of a lending library. So you need cable needles for a project and you bring them back. That would be great. If you don't bring them back, that's fine. But all of you because I had somebody donate stitch stoppers and it absolutely saved the knitting class. They were so happy to get them. So thank you, person who brought in the stitch stoppers. So if you have stuff, okay, now, y'all see my little free library. You know it's not big. Do not bring all this stuff in here. I am not the place to unload all of your stuff, okay? Like, don't do that to me, please, because then it becomes my problem. Now let me tell you what you can do. If you're local, there's a place in Virginia called Upcycle.
Oh, yes.
And they will take craft donations and then they resell it. And they do programs and things, art programs and things for kids. They have a summer camp. So that's another good local opportunity for you to offload some of your stuff without overloading me. I love you, but please, I don't have the space for that. I love y'all. I want to support the community, because the other thing it does is if somebody's here and is like, oh shoot, I need a size 7 needle, go over there and see what's in there. So that's what I want to do. Like stitch night. Oh my goodness, I left my whatever home. Check over there and see if it's over there. That would be great. That would be the best scenario in this lending library. But I don't have the space for everything, y'all. If you're wondering, call me. 301-325-2241. Why I remember my shop numbers and I don't remember my children's phone numbers, I guess because I had to enter it in so many times. But yeah, you can call the shop and I'll tell you what I have space for. But yeah, I think I like the idea of a lending library for the knitting notions. I think that's it.
Yep.
Holla at your girl if you got some product or something you would like to. I got some friends coming. If you would like to see me carry, I'll be glad to do that. But for now, because friends are coming, for now we will catch you on the flip side. Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Or afternoon.
We can hang out and knit if that's
Okay, cool. No, absolutely.
I mean, we'll probably buy stuff too.
Oh. So we will see you next week for the next Sunday update. Govern yourself accordingly, and I will see you later. Bye.
Bye.